Golden State Media Concepts Social Media Podcast. Time to hashtag everything with
Mariano
and Pauline.
Hashtag Pauliano. We talk about all the fun, crazy stories on social media. From Instagram to Facebook, Twitter to Tumblr, or probably even Friendster. Join us each week as we explore the quirky side of social media. It's the Golden State Media Concepts Social Media Podcast.
It's simple, such a sad song. The one that we rely on to get us.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mariano.
And I'm Pauline.
And we are hashtag Pauliano.
Pauliano.
So be sure to listen to us and check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
GSMC Social Media News Podcast.
Tinder. Yes, thanks for listening to the GSMC Social Media News Podcast.
I do not have a Tinder.
I
Current
totally.
update on Pauline's Tinder status? No,
DOA.
it does not exist. DOA.
That's because she pops it all day.
I
know.
don't pop it either.
We know.
I don't anything it.
You do now because I made you an account.
Oh, actually, speaking of this, funny thing is, you didn't hear. Okay, so I didn't tell you. So yesterday, our boss, he came over to my little, my desk, my little station, my little area.
The command center.
He's like, Pauline, I have a question. And I'm like, okay. And then he's like, what is slipping into the DMs? And I was like, and then, okay, so then,
You sound like the bumper. Hey.
and then, okay, so then his, like our boss lady, she's like, first of all, it's called sliding into the DMs. And he's like, then he's like, wait, which one is it? And I'm like, just sitting there laughing my head off because I'm like, oh my gosh. And then
Becky,
I tell him, I'm like,
look at her,
honestly,
but,
I was like, honestly, I do not quite know what slipping in the DMs is. However,
Sounds interesting. I'd
I
like
can
to
tell
know.
you about sliding in those DMs. So then I explained to him, sliding in the DMs is like when you kind of like just like hit on us. Usually like a girl, but like when you just kind of like, hey girl, what's up? Like in the DMs,
Like catcalling?
Yeah, it's kind of like just like, hey boo, just shooting your shot, just slipping in those like.
No, they call that holla. You holla.
Yeah, you just holla at her
Exactly.
in the private messages, and I was like, yeah, there's a song about it. There's
a million songs about it.
I was just like. And so he's like, oh my gosh. So then I was like, yeah, like, and then one of the other guys that works here, he's like, yeah, like people say like they dive in there, like just going head first. And then Boss Dog, he's like, no, if I was young and single and all that, I'd cannonball in those DMs.
Woo.
So I was like, wow.
All right.
Like, this is just so funny.
All right.
And then he was like, has anybody slipped into my DMs? And I was like, whoa, you're asking some personal questions right now,
Oh,
sir.
DM, direct message.
direct messages. So I was just like, yikes.
What podcast is this again? Why
I
don't
was
I know
like,
that?
well, I mean, people do it on social media all the time.
I know.
Twitter, Instagram,
All right.
celebrities. Some people have, gotten to, meet celebrities this way, guys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you're about that life, shoot your shot, do what you gotta do. Like if you see somebody, why not? I guess, I don't know.
You know why not? There is no why not.
Well,
Just do
exactly. Just do it. I mean, if you try to slide into my DMs, I'm probably just going to ignore it. I just let it sit there. I had this guy, he was like, you're so rude. You won't even tell me to leave you alone. And I was like,
Okay.
because he kept on saying like, hey beautiful, hey gorgeous. And I was like, is this guy really gonna just like keep talking to himself in my messages? And then like a week later, he was like, you're so stuck up, you're so rude. He was like, you won't even tell me to leave you alone. And I was like, what?
Well, let's be honest, is you wrong? Or
I
just kidding.
was like, so I just was like, okay, thanks, leave me alone. And then I blocked him. So I mean, no problem else. No further problem.
Yeah, he didn't dive in that well.
He didn't. Well, nobody.
That was more like a belly flop.
I'm like, a belly flop. Oh my gosh, I was just like, whatever. But I mean, so sometimes sometimes people do meet their potential boos on social media. It doesn't, it happens sometimes depending on, I guess, how well you shoot your shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. So actually a girl just got
Gotta hit him with that Steph Curry.
She
Not playoff Steph Curry though.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah, playoff
not
Steph Curry is what you got.
Exactly. So a girl who so recently at Victoria OB is her name. Her Twitter handle. She actually just got married to her Twitter crush by just kind of like tweeting about the guy. I guess that he worked someplace that she would visit frequently and was like kind of like smitten by him. So she tweeted about it. And
where did he work? I want to know.
so I don't know.
It wasn't like a crack den, was it? It was like a
no, like a real. I think I want to say. Shoot, I do know.
What do you put for that? Self-employed.
I forget. So basically, she like kind of shot her shot in a really discreet way, and then she went on to say like her friends kind of like dared her to like tweet him again. Mm-hmm.
Okay, to be fair, is she hot? Is she pretty?
No, she was really cute. Yeah, they're a really cute couple.
Yeah,
they are. And so then he kind of like responded, and then they went on a date. Like she said, it wasn't like quick. It wasn't like, oh, let's go on a date tomorrow. Like it was a couple months later.
Oh, okay.
They ended up going on a date, really hit it off, and now they're married. The rest is history.
Nice.
So sometimes it does happen. I mean, it depends, I guess.
So what you're saying is I should shoot my shot for Taylor Swift.
I'm not gonna say you shouldn't.
Okay. Well, you know what? No,
I'm not gonna say you like you don't.
Oh, I keep forgetting about Tom Hiddleston. Never mind. No,
do what you do.
No, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna shoot my shot for the true love of my life. She just doesn't know it yet.
Who?
Selena Gomez.
Oh yeah, you can shoot your shot with her.
Oh yeah.
And
she's a little older than me. She just turned 24.
That's not that much older than you.
I'm about to be 24.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
that's not even.
Oh,
whatever.
please believe it's not a problem. She could be 34.
Please believe.
Yeah, please
Trust.
believe.
Not a problem. So, I mean, sometimes it works. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes people just do it just to like see
That'd be
what'll happen.
so crazy if that happened. Like, can you imagine, hashtag Poliano, attend the wedding from,
Oh my
thanks
gosh.
to Twitter.
Thanks to Twitter.
Dang.
Thanks to Mariano just shooting a shot. I mean, more crazy things have happened. So,
That's
I mean,
true.
I would never tell you
That's
not to
true.
shoot your
I'm
shot.
I'm going to shoot my shot.
I don't know how you would be able to. I don't know. 'Cause I feel like a lot of people message her.
You're underestimating the...
True. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to, it may happen. I'm probably not going to be shooting my shot with anybody because
LeBron. Oh, no,
if
he has
I
a
get
wife and kids.
swatted and just like my heart, like I'm going to be like, coach, put me back on a bench, like take off the jersey, throw it in the towel.
Not me. I'll shoot my
No,
shot.
I'm not shooting my shot.
It's all good.
I mean,
I will. She's single
maybe.
as far as I know.
I wouldn't shoot my shot with like a celebrity though, because I just like that runs the risk of like. See, that's what I feel like when celebrities shoot their shot, like or like slide to the DMs. You just run the risk, like especially if like you're a guy, you just run the risk of the girl like playing along with it or whatever.
Oh, but not really being into it?
Not being into it and then screenshotting you and blasting you. Like if you do
but
have like a girlfriend or like a wife.
Oh, but I don't. I would never do that.
No. And I would never do that either because like that's just rude. But like
Well,
some girls are just, and guys alike, some people are just like attention hungry. So
yeah,
like,
that's true.
But
I feel like a celebrity wouldn't do that as long as you're
No, they
respectful.
do.
I know,
They
but
do.
the thing is, if you're respectful, there's nothing to really like post.
true.
Like-
like Tyga and that one girl who's allegedly like only like 14 or 15 years old.
You see, that's not
like,
good. That's
we're
but
both.
then,
I don't know. So, but then he was still dating Kylie at that time. So, like, I mean, I don't know why people do that. And
because he's not. No one ever said it was Professor Tyga. He was. He's all right. Not that the rappers are dumb, but he's not known for his.
well, I mean, celebrities. I mean, but like basketball players, I feel like basketball players do it a lot. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. So that's something that. But hey, like I said, it does happen. People do fall in love, go on dates.
Again, see
all that
previous argument. They
Twitter.
are athletes. Like.
But I mean, rappers, athletes, people that I guess probably other.
Maybe they just.
What's his name? John Mayer got caught up with it too with a young girl. I remember that.
Artist.
And James Franco, not John Mayer. Franco.
Oh,
Franco.
okay.
Franco.
Franco.
Yes. He's weird though, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
James Franco.
Not John Mayer. Sorry about it. Wrong guy.
James Franco. He doesn't seem that smart though. He's like not that smart. He
Right.
does the really stupid movies. Like it's.
I think if you're gonna shoot your shot, you should do it on Snapchat because you know how like it deletes.
With Selena Gomez? No, I would.
No, I mean just in general, like
Oh.
just like celebrities in general. Snapchat, I feel like is less risk because it deletes.
Yeah, I just don't care. My thing is, if I say something utterly crazy, I'm sure she would like take a picture of it and like look what I have to deal with. But if I'm really respectful and stuff about it,
Yeah, maybe.
then I'm sure she'd just read it, if anything, and be like, "Oh, thanks."
But just the fact that you're like, I don't know, some people are.
what do you think I'm gonna say?
No, not you personally. I
Oh.
mean, just in general. Like, no, not you. I'm saying like
I should
in
send
general,
her-
some girls like just do that. But I mean, if a guy like,
But you know
shoots
what,
his shot
though?
in my DMs, I just show my best friends. 'Cause I'm like, dude, look at what this guy just said to me.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't care about that. Like, if I'm respectful, you can show whoever you want. Because my thing is like,
right.
if you show someone, you know that saying where like whatever you say about me says more about you than me. So if I'm really respectful about it, even if you show the world, what can they say? You
Right.
know? It's like, okay, well, this guy, he clearly likes you and just sent you a respectful, like, albeit random, but
Right.
respectable and respectful,
Yeah.
like shot in attempt. People would there'd be nothing really against that.
Right.
Unless I was like overly like clinical and weird about it, like if I sent her one like, like according to my calculations, we would have very viable offspring to survive whatever like but like
You look like a perfect breeding
exactly
partner.
you look quite fertile. I was like, but I mean, if I'm respectful, like, not to be weird, I'm sure you get this all the time, but just so you know, I liked your like Disney stuff, but as you kind of grow into different like roles, I'm really I like you. I'm interested.
Mariano, you really like her?
Yeah, I like her.
Selena.
Exactly.
Hey.
Yeah. Expect my shot in the DM. You know what I'm saying?
Expect it. Just.
Well, expect it and then inspect it. Yes.
Aw. Well, we'll give you guys an update if this shot goes through. It might be a 3-point.
I'm telling you.
Splash Brothers.
I know that would be some Splash Brothers
Brothers.
stuff. I would join Golden State if that.
You're like, sign him.
I know.
10-day contract. Sign him.
See ya, Steph Curry.
Sign him. That'd be hilarious. But I mean, anything could happen.
That's true.
My girl Victoria.
And you know of
OB.
anybody? You know of anybody? I live by anything can happen.
Yep. So Mariano may or may not be
Having a heart
a
attack from
celebrity
coffee right
husband.
now. Exactly.
Oh, Hollywood. What was it?
Husbands?
Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Husbands of Hollywood.
Yeah, Husbands of Hollywood.
And I'd be so funny too. So it'd be great.
So, hey, this might really take off for you,
I'm
Mariano.
telling you.
And I'll just be
Nah,
sitting
but
here. Hi, I'm still Pauline.
But
Mariano's just off and about.
Crying. You're listening to Pauline without her.
Pauline, we'll just pretend that Mariano didn't leave me. So, but
We'll come back to this.
We'll come back to this. There's a lot of other exciting, funny, crazy madness happening on social media. But hey, if yeah, tweet us about it. If you've shot your shot and it worked out for you.
No. Tweet Selena Gomez on my behalf.
Oh, so toss you a lob.
Yeah,
basically.
Exactly.
So then,
then I'll just slam it. Like.
So at GSMC_S media, if you have shot your shot, I want to know what happened. Did it go through? Did you get blocked? Did you I just want to know. And how did you shoot your shot? Because I said, I personally don't do all that. I sometimes respond.
I don't
it kind
either.
of depends. It's mostly like, hey, Pauline, I got a new phone. What's your number? So that's a kind of, I don't really get, too much.
Me neither.
DM stuff. I usually block it. I don't know. It's just weird to me.
I don't know. We'll get into how much of a losers we are when we get back.
So we'll come back.
Check out the show that's built on the MMA. From the UFC to extreme cage fighting, they got the fights covered. Check out the GSMC MMA podcast. Get the latest news on past or upcoming fights. Join us as we talk to and about some of the biggest names in the MMA, past, present, and future. When it's the fight game, there's just one show to check out. GSMCpodcast.com/MMA-podcast. Don't forget to like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Visit GSMCpodcast.com for more info.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And we are back.
We're back.
Welcome back.
Back.
All the way back. All the way up. I like that song.
I do too.
Right?
I love Remy Ma, so I was like, hey.
I like the beat. But hey, so guess what? Did you know that J. Cole was spotted taking a train in Queens?
I heard about that. That's actually pretty cool.
That is really cool. And he said that he did it because it's more like J. Cole is one of those rappers that likes to kind of keep in touch with like common
Yeah,
ground.
I like J. Cole.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
Oh, by the way, did you know he was the highest paid rapper last year?
Ooh, holla.
Yeah,
Look at him.
it was either 11 or 13 million.
I like J. Cole.
Me too.
I went to his Forest Hills Drive
Oh,
concert
I
in
love
LA.
that. I'm pretty sure I bought that album the hour it came out.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
And it was one of those, like the concert, I loved it because I love his music and everything. And who I went with we had a great time and everything. But even though like the arena is so big, he made it seem like it was like an intimate experience. Like
Yeah.
I felt like he was literally just performing for like me and my date. Like it was great.
I
It
saw
was really good.
I saw a lot of them online, a lot of the the performances, and I get what you mean. They're good.
Even like the guy who I went with, he was like, dude, like I feel like this was like really, it seemed like a smaller venue. It seemed like he was like, it was intimate. So it was really good. And he is one of those rappers that really lives up to that, where he always talks about like he's trying to like stay in touch with reality and not, get so gassed up that so I think he's really cool. Like he does things like this where he like backs it up with how he acts in his everyday life.
Right.
So
I like that. And
like
not even
him a
just
lot.
for rappers, but I like when anybody is about what they say. I'm totally for that, But yeah, it was crazy. It must have been cool for the person who spotted
Can you
him.
imagine?
Hey, you
Just
kind of look like...
hey, bro, where you getting off at? Where you going? Okay.
Because, me
Long
too.
day at
Really.
work? Yeah, all right. Yeah, this is my stop right here. I gotta go. Like,
Can you imagine? What would a conversation with J. Cole on the train or bus even be like?
I don't know.
Yeah.
See, I would probably just like give the head nod and smile, like
Because
I see
artists-
you, but then like not
Artists
like,
have that like
try to-
strenuous but interesting lifestyle. Like, yeah, I was in freaking, Pokeland 2 days ago and I had to fly in from...
Yeah, like they're always traveling.
Right.
They're always everywhere.
Man.
And he just looked like regular. I mean, he was just chilling.
Well, I mean, he's just a person, but it just must be cool. And like, I'm not really the kind of person, because I lived in LA and I'm not really the kind of person to, I don't see a celebrity and I'm like, oh my God.
Right.
Like I'm of the belief that everybody's a person. Like, you do great work and I respect that and I admire that, but I'm not going to like go crazy, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'd probably just like smile like,
Yeah.
"I
But I
see
would
you,"
be excited
but
to
then-
meet J. Cole though,
Yeah.
because he makes his beats, he produces a lot
And
of
I
his own
guess it
music.
kind of depends on like the circumstance. So I guess like if you're on a bus and
If
you
you're-
just wanna give him, like a high five, like, bro,
What up?
what's up?
Yeah.
Then,
That
I mean,
Forest
he
Hills
kinda
Drive
opens up
though.
his,
Yeah.
self for that. It'd be different if he was like at a venue or like getting ready to do a show or something,
yeah.
like trying to eat. Like, I hate when people talk to celebrities when they're trying to eat. Like, I'm just like, let them enjoy their food.
No, I agree.
Then, like,
Or even if I approach, like, we saw Danny DeVito one time going to this bar, and then Adam Sandler in the same bar. Not the same day, but, like, I'll approach, hey, what's up? Like, I'm a huge fan of your movies, and then bye, because I know you're busy. Like,
yeah. But then sometimes, like, at the same time, I guess it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because, like, if you're a celebrity and you go out, you got to kind of, like, expect to be, like, approached, especially if you're a big time.
But that's why I say,
but
but that's why I say, but that doesn't mean the person can't be respectful or respectable. Like, if they were to be like, hey, look, no offense, can you just leave me alone?
Exactly.
I'd be
So
like,
they have that right to
Yeah,
say that.
exactly.
But then, because, like, when I went to go eat with one of my friends, one of the girls that was like with us,
Beyonce?
she was like, no, she was just like getting annoyed because people kept wanting to talk to him and get like his autograph and like, hey, like I like, kind of
Right.
like how you said, like, I really appreciate you, all that, like I love watching you play type thing. And she was just getting so annoyed with that. And I was like, dude, what do you expect?
Yeah,
Like, then you guys, like, either we should have ordered it to go and took it home so that we could have all chilled and relaxed. But she was just getting so annoyed because she really liked this guy. And I'm like, well, if you're going to like
but
him,
I mean,
this kind of like comes
the-
with it.
Yeah,
like,
you have to get used to that anyway. But like, I remember J. Cole did this great freestyle a few years ago on Funkmaster Flex's show on the radio, and he says that in it. He talks about like sometimes I'll be mad that people come up to him, but then he's like, well, you kind of did this to yourself.
Yeah. But then I get it. And like, it was one of those things where like we hadn't even sat down yet to like really start eating.
Right.
So it's like people felt, oh, let me hurry up and do this before he gets like settled in. And I mean, that's fine too.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
the way I see it, like, as long as, because, I like intention. So as long as your intention
True.
was, like, even if that doesn't turn out to be the case or that's not like a smart way to go about it,
Right.
if you meant well, like if you meant to, if you were to explain like, hey, look, my thought process was before you guys sit down and start enjoying your meal, I just wanted
Right.
to squeeze this in really quick. I don't want to bother you while eating. I'd be like, yeah, it's kind of hard to be mad at that,
Yeah.
So, I mean,
So I guess it just
I get that,
depends.
but it's cool. I like J. Cole's like commonality and
he seems like a really approachable guy.
to be fair, he's a great freaking rapper.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So I think he's pretty cool. I think that would have been like exciting to be like, I do that. I would have definitely texted my brother like, guess what? Guess who's sitting next to me?
My social media would have been boop.
But then I don't like when people do like those sneak attack photos. I call them sneak attacks.
Yeah,
like,
I would have talked to him. Like,
no, but I'm saying like when people do that to celebrities, and I'm just like, dude, get your camera out the man's face. Like, like that's just rude.
Well, no, I'd have approached, shook his hand, and be like, hey, look, I'm
if you ask,
right?
It's different.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Sorry to bug you. I just was wondering if I just wanted to say hi to you, like, tell you how great your music is. I'm sure you already know, but can I just get a quick picture with you? If not, no worries.
Right. So,
by the way,
cool.
will you hashtag Selena Gomez?
Can you throw me a lob?
Exactly. Throw me a lob, J. Cole. I feel like J. Cole could throw me a good lob too for Selena,
Put in a good word for me.
Exactly.
Put in a good word.
Put it in a song or something.
But speaking of music and exciting, fun things when it comes to music is Michelle Obama this week had her car karaoke that she was doing. And that is just fun, like when he does like the karaoke with different celebrities. But I don't know like if any of you guys have seen it yet, but it just aired, I think it was like Wednesday. So like really recent. It's pretty recent. And I was watching it the other day and she's just so funny. Like she's so funny. She knows like all the words. Of course she did like the Beyonce Single Ladies, like she did some Stevie Wonder. It was a lot of fun. I like
Stevie Wonder.
It is fun. And then like he kind of got to like talk to her a little bit, like they talked about what she would miss the most after leaving, the White House. Like, would you just miss like the 24-hour room service, like all the luxuries and stuff and things like that? So it was a lot of fun. It kind of made her, I think she's pretty personable also.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem too far.
I like her. She's my favorite first lady.
Yeah. She seems really common as far as like in tune with like what's happening and all that. So
grounded.
And her response was like she was going to miss like all the people, like all like, just getting to, because the fact that throughout these last like, almost 8 years, she's gotten to know the people that help them and like their families. So just being out of where her like friends are,
right?
Because like they've grown
because she
with
just
each other.
Spent 8 years getting to know these people.
And then now they're not going to be with each other every day. Because she was saying, like I can make my own food. I don't need room service. Like I can.
When she's a mom,
I can do my own thing. It's just like these people and like the relationships not having that every day with them. So it was kind of fun. It was a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it, you definitely should watch it. It's hilarious. She's fun. Like I just think she's fun.
Is she good though? Does she get down in the
yeah,
camera?
Yeah. And I think Missy Elliott was in it. Like it was just fun.
I haven't heard of Missy Elliott's song.
Fun.
What song? What Missy Elliott song?
They did I think was it Get Your Freak On? I think I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't get to. I had to watch clips of it.
Oh, okay.
I had to watch clips of it because I didn't get to see it when it aired because it airs on like the Late Show.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to watch clips of it. But she's really fun. She's really fun in it, and a lot of people have been anticipating her, karaoke. So it was a lot of fun. I just feel like the one person that would do something like that, And so that was what she did this week. She's been just like, kind of these last few weeks just doing a lot of different things like how we talked about with the Snapchat, and she hasn't really been on Twitter too much, which is
that's smart of her right now though with all this stuff with her and Trump's wife,
yeah, so she's been just focusing on like wrapping up their like campaigns as far as like different initiatives that they have been doing, but then adding some more fun with it, of course, rightfully so. Why not? These last few months, let's just have fun. I get it. So that's been that as far as like the music part of social media has been concerned. What else do we have to talk about?
We had tomorrow, which is going to be Saturday, the 23rd, is going to be Burger King's it's like National Hot Dog Day. And Burger King,
hot dogs.
Burger King. See that? I lost my English. Burger King is giving hot dogs for $1. Oh,
okay, but would you eat a hot dog from Burger King?
Duh.
Really?
It's $1.
But it's Burger King.
Yeah, but my thing is like I would eat it because I'm on a meal plan actually. But like I would eat like 4 of those hot dogs in between meals.
But from Burger King.
Yeah.
You could go to Costco and they're only like $1.25.
There's no Costco around me though.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
I love Costco.
Struggle
hot dogs.
is real.
Like there's times where I'm like, yo, Mom, let's go get a Costco hot dog. Like I'm craving it.
Okay, fine, but I would do it in the spirit of National Hot Dog Day.
Yeah, but I just feel like that's weird. Like I wouldn't go get like pizza from like a seafood place.
Well, me neither. But to be fair, that's an assumption. What if it's really good?
Honestly, okay, this is your mission. You try it tomorrow.
All right, I'll try it.
and you let me know how that goes.
I shall.
You shall.
I shall do this.
Because I want to know. Because how much are they normally? How much do they charge for those hot dogs anyways? Like, I would not pay more than $1 for a hot dog from Burger King.
Didn't even know that they sold hot dogs. But I'm willing to try it, though.
I wonder if they have different flavored, like, dogs.
What if Wiener Schnitzel had a sale? Oh.
Okay, Wiener Schnitzel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, like, I think, who else has good hot dogs? There's, like a hot dog place near UC Irvine. I don't know if it's still open or not, but I think it's called Berkeley Dog. Or yeah, and people used to love that. But they had like different kinds of like dogs, like apple sausages, like all those different type of like spicy ones, all that's like they had like a variety. Like it was like just a shop that like specialized just in hot dogs. So I guess it's a little bit different.
Why can't my house just specialize in hot dogs? No, actually, I like chicken and brown rice. The meal prep is good.
Yeah, he's always like on it with his meal prep. So
it's been showing.
I know. It has been showing. It's getting ready to shoot your shot
Gains.
with Selena.
I'm telling you. This is off-season training.
So we have to cut it to a break real quick. But when we come back, I want to share with you guys about a $2 million experience that has been
speaking of food,
going on. That was just announced through like social media. Like it's gotten caught off with that. And there's like a lot of other stuff. I mean, this $2 million experience is just blowing my mind, so I have to share it with you guys.
Let's do that when we get right back.
So we'll be right back.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch. Whatever it may be. Visit us at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and download us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
And we are back.
We're back.
Welcome back to the GSMC Social Media News Podcast. I'm Mariano.
And I'm Pauline.
And we are #Poliano.
Hashtag it.
Now, we were looking through some of the social media stuff because it is Friday and we were, discussing what we're going to do this weekend.
Right.
What are you doing this weekend?
I might perhaps be going on a date. Perhaps.
Oh. Did somebody, what do they call it? Sliding the DM?
No. I am still deciding. I should probably let him know. I don't know. This is kind of weird.
Yeah, you should probably let him know.
I haven't been on a date in a very long time.
We were just talking about like when you apply for a job and they don't they don't tell you.
He has applied for the job.
Exactly.
I am still yet to get back to him.
Don't leave him on the hook.
He has 3 to 5 business days to hear back. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting kind of nervous. I don't know.
Why?
Because I haven't been on a date in a very long time. And it's like, when is like a time to
now,
start
life is short.
When you just, when you just end something, how long? Like, I don't know what
there is no time period. It's just whenever you can like, whenever you're over the other person. And what I mean by over is like, whenever you can really look at them with someone else and be like, all right, good for you,
Right. So I don't know. It's weird.
Because I hate when you try to date someone and then it turns out like they still have some like baggage with someone else.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh God.
Well, I'm not going to go back to my old boyfriend.
No, I know, but
definitely not.
But I don't mean like that. I mean like I hate when,
just in general,
like there's not a quicker turnoff for me than if I'm on a date with a girl.
Yeah. And
we're having a great old time, and then she looks at her phone and her smile immediately goes away.
And
she's like,
no.
and she's like, oh, it's my ex.
Happen.
I'm like, oh, cool, get out.
Yeah, not going to happen. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe, perhaps. I mean, he's a nice guy. And I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. So yes, no, maybe, perhaps. I don't know.
I would do it. I mean, what's the downside? If you don't like him, you can just not do it again.
True. I mean, he's cool. I know of him from before, so he's not like totally new as far as like fresh. Like I have no idea who he is.
I'm going to push the energy of just do it. That way Selena Gomez sees my like.
So we'll see.
Exactly.
We'll see. I don't know. I may or may not be going on a date, but that's kind of like it. I have work. Saturday and Sunday. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I have a date with the gym. That's pretty much it.
See, that's what I need to be doing. I'm over here wasting time with the boys. I should be, doing
Iron.
some push-ups, pumping some iron.
Well, we're doing the
meal
22 push-up challenge.
all that. So,
I need to get home and meal prep some more,
but
too.
anyways, unless my date can take me on this $2 million date, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I know.
I'm just kidding. I'm laid back. However, there is a $2 million dating. I mean, not dating. Excuse
Just
me,
throwing that out there, buddy. I know.
Experience. Hint.
All right, listen up.
No, but it's and it's the cool thing about this dinner
where?
experience. It's going to take place in Singapore,
Oh.
and at the C'est La Vie Hotel in Singapore, and they have partnered up with Russia's like World of Diamonds, and so. Okay, so when you say like, oh, there's this dining experience for just two, so it's only going to happen one time. So only one couple will be able to experience this like luxury.
Oh, okay.
So $2 million sounds like outrageous, right? But let me tell you what it entails, because then it gets kind of like, wow, this is actually kind of like a deal.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
really?
if you have money.
All right.
I mean, I could never.
Well, then let's just go.
But then, so you start off by, so it's going to be an excuse me, 8 hour experience.
Okay.
So it's an 8 hour date, and you are greeted by like 10,000 fresh roses. It's an 18-course dinner, and they're going to serve 44 and 55-year-old vintage wines.
Okay.
You get picked up in a Rolls Royce.
Okay.
You have
Do you get to keep the Rolls Royce?
A 45-minute helicopter ride around the city.
All right, but that's not that much either, though. You can do that in Vegas for like a couple $100.
You go on a cruise, like a cruise that's just for you and your date. And then when you get there, like I said, you have those 10,000 roses there to meet you. Then you also
Do you get to keep those?
Yeah. And so like you're going to be sitting on the rooftop of this like hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's 18-course meal with modern Asian flair. But then get this. Okay, so included in those foods, there's going to be like lamb sweetbread, air flown Alaska wild salmon, slow cooked pigeon. And then there's also going to be like oysters, of course, and champagne, all of that. But then like the seats, like where you're sitting, are custom. You customize them. So what you're going to be sitting in, you design. So like they're going to be made unique pieces just for you. And then like the chopsticks. This is the part that I thought was like, wow, like I want this. So they're diamond encrusted chopsticks with your name on it. So there's that also. And then of course there's going to be a firework display show just for you. There's going to be, and then like the kicker as far as like the like kind of like a goodie bag like you get to take with you to like remind you of the experience, because you get to keep the chopsticks, you get to keep the furniture,
the chair, I'm assuming.
Is also there is a
it's a big goodie bag. Yeah.
So then there's also
the helicopter, the Rolls Royce,
2.8 carat fancy vivid blue diamond that you get to take. That was it's called the Jane Seymour, and she wore this diamond but has never owned it. So this diamond is actually a ring. This ring is has never been owned by anyone, so you're going to be the first owner. And they were saying, the World of Diamonds was saying that the ring alone is more than $2 million, like the value of this ring. So
what you're saying is we can just shell out $2 million, like do this, get the diamond, sell it, and then we had free dinner.
Right,
cool.
Exactly. And so like it's going to be presented at midnight, and it's going to be with like cognac, like all of this, and like the firework display. And then you can stay at the hotel that evening if you choose to.
For an extra fee
and all that. So it's going to be, so I mean,
is
I don't
Wi-Fi
have
included in the $2
to just
million?
be like, yeah, let's do this. But you know, when you think of all the things that it entails, if you're able to afford it, then I guess it's kind of like,
yeah, I guess so.
A deal as far as like all the things that you, that
I don't
come
know
with
about
it.
a deal, because I was kind of keeping like a running tally, and I'm like, you could rent a Rolls Royce for not, I mean, it's not cheap, but it's not,
Right.
You can have a helicopter ride. It's not that bad. Like, I just want to know, the food better be on fleek for two,
Yeah, it's
like
probably delicious,
you know, but I mean, like, how delicious can food get? I'd like to know, you know?
But then there's 18 courses, so like it's
That's
like
a
a
lot.
lot.
But can anybody eat 18 courses?
Yeah, because they probably only give you a bite size. amount.
I'd want more.
It's not going to be like a full, like,
Because
I don't know.
Let me put it this way. For $2 million, you could hire a very, very good chef, like a personal chef, for like a few years.
True.
You know?
So they're going to do that. And then, but because like I said, it's only one couple that will be able to experience this. They are going through like,
I think it's just
you
more
have to like bid for it. And then of course people who.
So it might be more than $2 million?
Well, like not bid, like they're like going to figure out, because they have a lot of stipulations as to what couple will be able to actually do this. So you can't just say, here, I will give you this amount of money. Let me do it. Like you have to have some clout with your name, because they were saying, like with the diamond, just the diamond alone,
you can't go to just anyone.
They can't go to just anyone. They want it to go to someone who
the royal
is
family
worthy,
should do it.
I guess, enough of all of this.
We should go.
And things like that. And then so it's kind of like one of those things where it's like really super exclusive. So not just anyone. So I don't know. It's probably not going to be Kim and Kanye type of thing. Like you have to just because they're American, quote unquote, royalty, type thing.
I don't know. Quote
it
unquote
has to
royalty.
be somebody with a lot of clout, like in that realm.
Hashtag Pollyanna.
So
you.
it's going to be kind of interesting to see. I'm going to try to keep up with it to see who is going to actually get to partake in this experience.
Like Oprah and someone like.
So yeah. So I don't know.
That's crazy.
I think it'll be. I mean.
That actually does sound really nice. Like I've been working on it lately, like trying to be more not romantic, but I have this weird thing where like I operate really great under pressure.
Okay.
But I have a hard time like enjoying when there is no pressure.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm never off. Like I never switch off. But now that I think about it, like if I could allow myself to let that soak in, that would be kind of cool. Like 10,000 roses at first, my negativity is like, oh really? You don't need that. But then I'm like, you know what though? 10,000
just around.
I know. Like
right?
how crazy.
I can't imagine what that like.
Yeah, exactly. But
and like chopsticks, like I think the chopsticks is pretty cool.
I think it's worth the $2 million only because it'd make you feel special.
Yeah, it would be very, very special.
Like if you have the money, sometimes like there's money and then. But then there's like life
experience.
Is exactly.
Yeah, and like they're gonna time everything so like as far as like the sunset, like they have things timed, so everything like your senses like
Imagine
around you
that.
and everything are gonna be really.
I'd love to know what that's like.
Yeah, you know. And so, and I think just knowing that you and your like partner, like whoever you decide to go with you, as far as like this date. It's gonna only you two will ever have this experience.
That's crazy to think about. There's been hundreds of billions of people on the planet like that have come and gone, and only the two of you
created an experience that's only going to be enjoyed by one couple.
Okay, see that's totally cool. I thought it was something that's like occurring. Like if you have $2 million, you can just kind of knock.
Oh no, yeah, they're trying to make it as exclusive.
So it's going to be just one time forever.
One time for forever.
That's cool.
So and so that'll be kind of cool. Like I said, I'm going to try to see who because they were saying that it's going to be kind of a process to cut and see who's going to make like get that opportunity. And there's a lot of other
that's really cool,
stipulations that they want for this couple or whatever to have, just because like World of Diamonds alone is making a lot of like the stipulations because of that unique ring and everything. So but it's gonna be amazing. I think it'll be kind of cool. I'm okay with just like a regular date. I'm kind of like, No,
me too, but that does like.
But that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if somebody asked me, I would not say no. I'm like, yes, when do we leave?
Me and Selena Gomez, telling you.
Hey, Selena. So that's going to be pretty cool. I saw that, and at first I was like, what in the world, $2 million? But then I was like, okay, if I had
that was my initial thought,
try. I would try, finer things in life, I guess.
Exactly.
I want to try the lamb sweetbread.
Yeah, that exactly. That's funny. That's what I thought when you said that. I was like, that sounds good.
I want to try that. I and like those wines.
And on the opposite end of the spectrum, Burger King has dollar hot dogs.
So, and if you can't, if you got $2, you can take your date to Burger King for some hot dogs.
Because it's like the ambiance that matters,
True, and like the person, like the time that
exactly.
you have is also true. Because if you're just miserable, then that's a waste of $2 million.
Right. So. We have to wrap it up, but thanks for listening to us, guys.
Yeah.
Be sure to check us out, gsmcpodcast.com, iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
Yep.
And don't forget to check us out as well on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
At GSMC_S Media.
That's right. I'm Mariano.
I'm Pauline.
And we're #Pollyanno.
Bye.
And we out.
We out.